Noah, did you thumbs up it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can thumbs down too if you want.
I just wondered if anybody else had thumbs up it.
That's
Should I share
cool,
it?
and we all know it. You should have died.
What, the jumping off cliffs? Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was human.
Now we
Yeah.
can stream, Jordan.
Alright.
Yeah?
But you need to figure out how to upload it.
We are exhaustible immortals. We are not human.
I don't know. Because it definitely...
That's really convenient.
Going down
Okay,
the slide.
so
Yeah.
it is on your home screen. How come it wasn't here before?
I think it was just loading.
Probably takes a bit to...
Upload and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, because it said streamed 2 minutes ago and it actually streamed like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That's true, because it was behind anyway.
Yeah, it says streamed 6 minutes ago. It streamed like 15 minutes ago. Speaking of which, I have to leave.
Alright, well, cool.
Yeah,
I
just
guess I'm a YouTube streamer instead of a Twitch streamer.
For now.
Until we can get it figured out.
Hey, Tiny Timmy, I just want to say hello. No, come back, I want to play.
He
How'd that
says
work out for you?
He's
just
not Tiny Timmy.
completely oblivious of you, dude. Oh, he found him! You have a Gatling gun setting? That's insane!
Did he just put fire at you?
No, it's... He, gets
Wow, the recoil
lava
on that.
deposits on his tail.
And then he shakes the... You just died.
You're bad at this game.
Yeah, he was not
Boo!
No, if I was trying, I would not walk in just Gatlings blazing. I guess I could technically try.
I mean, you're on air, maybe you should try.
Do you want to delete that first test world?
Nah, just leave it as a private broadcast because I want to see it and
Okay,
test
let me see if I
editing
can-
stuff and crap like
Let me
that.
see if I can make it a private broadcast. Oh, this is the one that's live right now. I want the one that was uploaded before.
You just had a Twitch.
I don't know, but I gotta go.
Yeah. I'll do it.
See ya.
All of the boys, at
Bye,
least.
Laura.
See you later.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll test it when I get home, see if I can connect to your broadcast. Pull up for honor when I get home. Or I'll let you know when I'm on. I need this.
I don't know
Right,
how much
different.
longer
That
I'm
was my
staying up.
base.
Okay, well, we'll check it tomorrow.
Abby's not here, so I'm gonna sleep.
I know. She hasn't slept all night and so long.
One.
I love your PlayStation on. I feel no regrets. Don't forget to switch the Ethernet cable.
Okay.
I already forgot.
Alright, let's not forget anything this time. Charger keys.
It's funny because you think you're a monster.
Well,
Bye.
he killed you. So...
Wait, come back. I just want to be your friend. By blowing giant holes in you.
What?
What?
Did you go...
Oh,
was
no,
that
that's
me?
the beginning. No, that's the beginning of the stream.
Mm.
Me going, it works. Or something, I don't know. What do I say?
YouTube or Twitch? YouTube.
Are you in his account right now?
Mm-hmm. And I just set that one's privacy to private.
How old was Abby when you had her choose her Pokemon?
1 year old. Standard operating procedure.
And then she actually chose it like a year and a month because the first time she didn't want to.
Freaked out something fierce.
I can show you that video if you want.
Yay.
Alright. We're gonna save the change to that one. Test numero dos. It's not gonna change to private.
I'll
Go. Yeah, but here in a minute. That's what you don't want to do. I hit the wrong button.
Ugh.
Was it your video, or like, and he just viewed it? I don't think it's on.
It was here when I was looking before.
There you go.
There it is. See, I don't know.
Pokemon, no.
You choosing your first starter Pokemon.
Lift the lid.
Yeah?
See those toys?
Apparently Squirtle was dead.
Shh. Which one do you want, baby girl? Go pick one.
Abby!
You put them way too far from her.
Baby girl. Abigail. This way. Look.
So we set you up in this hallway so you wouldn't get distracted.
I know.
Did it work? Alright.
Look at those. Pick one. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Pick one. Gotta pick one. Yeah. Yeah. Don't pick one.
Is this a non-issue right now?
Should we try again tomorrow? Even yeah. That one? No, not that one. You threw it away.
I think she's putting it behind to protect herself.
She's just gonna play now. Which one do you want? Yeah, you threw those up right there. Nope.
Is it Bulbasaur by default? Is it Bulbasaur? No, she wants Charmander and Squirtle. She threw it behind her too. Abby!
It's an and for Bulbasaur.
Do you want this one? Do you want this one?
Are you gonna do Gen 2 this year? Have her choose
This
a
one away?
Gen 2 Pokemon and Gen 3 and Gen 4.
No, you missed the best part of the whole video.
Are you gonna throw this one away?
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
We're not laughing.
I guess we're gonna pause this for now and see what happens later.
Cute. But yeah. No.
Yes.
So do you guys want to do Gen 2?
I'd like to, but after like year 2, it doesn't matter anymore. So I'd probably do Gen 2 and I don't know, maybe do it till 3.
Really? Oh, it doesn't matter anymore being, like, not a child anymore?
Yeah, like she's actually formulating opinions rather than this cute little thing she does.
Yeah! That's, like, the growth.
I'd laugh so hard if she became some sort of stat crunching monster. Like, well, this one is obviously the best out of the three of them, but I would choose some other Pokemon. These three wouldn't even have made it into my team.
It baffles me that some people don't put their starter into their team. Like, I mean, how heartless can you be? Like, that's your very first Pokemon, and you're yeeting it out of your life.
I still have my first Charizard.
I've done it before.
I know, so a lot of people do. It's a common practice because a lot of the starters are not great.
Well, the first time I play the game, I keep the starter with me, but, you know, the 14th playthrough...
Though I do have to say, mine has no science behind it, only aesthetic.
So you do your teams based off of they're pretty?
No, it's type, looks, if they're an evolution or starter, or pseudo-legendary. Because my team always includes an evolution, the starter,
Well, evolutions are good niche fillers because they have one for
every
every type. Well, not every type.
and then,
I don't think.
but I don't repeat Eevees until I have to. Which I'm mad that they don't keep sending out more evolutions. You have so many elements.
We'll see if they make new ones this time.
When's the next game come out? Do we know?
I think it's either late this year or early next year. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I don't remember Sword and Shield. Also, everyone's like, choose your starter. Like, I don't just choose my starter based on the beginning Pokemon, because Mudkip is legit my favorite Pokemon, but I can't stand its evolutions. I think they're so gross.
Even, Swolgert.
So gross.
No, I actually haven't seen very many of the Pokemon for this.
Have you
Excuse me,
seen
Sword and Shield.
the?
I saw this dog with a sword.
Did you see
That's what I think,
the
yeah.
starters that got leaked?
I don't think I have no.
Well, the starters got leaked like a couple months ago. Like, here they are.
I totally forgot I'm still on air.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, well, you're on the air. Just don't forget that and be too relaxed and be like, I'm just gonna chill with no clothes.
You could do that.
I
Don't
mean,
get banned.
Yeah, you'll get banned pretty quick.
Well, didn't you switch it to private?
Nope. I switched it for the ones that he already uploaded,
Yeah,
which were the
not
test
this one.
runs. This one is on the air. Well, no one's watching, but
Initial release date November 15th, 2019. On the Switch. I haven't even decided if they'll get Sword or Shield yet.
I haven't decided either.
aren't they the same game? They just change what
Kinda.
rarity of Pokemon or what kind of legendary you get at the end.
No,
Basically.
not necessarily, because there's also
You usually get both legendaries, but it decides...
some some Pokemon are exclusive to
yeah,
that game.
It's who's exclusive.
So the
I-
100%ers always buy both.
Yeah.
No,
Or
not
get a
necessarily.
friend who has both. or-
Yeah.
Well, they used to. Now there's the World Trade Network, and it's just like, alright.
Yeah, you can get whatever Pokemon. I don't like that. I usually get that Pokemon and then I breed it with a Ditto so I can raise my own from birth.
Sorry, the way you said birth was really funny.
What, birth?
Yep.
Straight from the barge, out of the tube, into my hands. That's how you know it's
Well,
special.
you know,
But
birth.
you can still see the
What is it but
embryonic
barf
fluids.
from a different hole?
Birth.
I mean, I'm trying to make my Twitch stream, I guess YouTube stream now, a
I think I
family-friendly affair there, dear.
Birth? What's wrong with birth? That is entirely family friendly. It's
Not-
how you start a
Not
family.
birth. It's her other descriptions of it.
That thing happened and you can't prove anything.
I literally have it on YouTube.
I think I might get sword. Just purely based on the aesthetic.
Yeah, the doggy with sword.
Introducing more of the gallery region. It's also supposed to be England.
The corg. Yeah, I've heard it was based off of England, which is why they've got corgis and stuff.
I want to
It's
see.
also not going to have all the other Pokemon.
Really?
There's not going to be a national dex this time.
Really? Do you have evolutions yet?
No, you won't get evolutions until it comes out. The evolutions are always one of the last things to get leaked.
Because I don't like choose my starter.
I hate when he comes into this room. His mechanics do not function the way they're supposed to in here.
Sad.
What
I mean, I'm
happened?
happy for them. I just can't go.
Oh.
My cousin's getting married in October. I mean, he didn't come to my wedding either, so I guess we'd call it revenge. You know, it's not like he was off serving people in Argentina.
No, Laura.
Did you guys unplug this? I thought I had it plugged in, but it says it's not charging. Yeah, this isn't plugged in. Somebody unplugged
Probably Noah.
my laptop. Oh, he was charging his phone, the punk. Is this still that same monster?
Mm-hmm.
It takes forever to kill crap in this game.
Takes 20 minutes or so.
That's forever. This is supposed to be a team game, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't need to be, but it's definitely way faster with a solid team. There. Less than 20 minutes.
Congratulations. You've killed your first monster. Now kill 50 more if you want to complete your set of armor. That's the game.
Nope, I already have this armor.
Oh.
Otherwise, yes. 100%. But it's fun. Like, I enjoy it for its gameplay.
I am happy for you.
I would say I enjoy it for its lore, but its lore is basically, hey, there's monsters, we should kill them. They don't try very hard.
I mean, that's solid lore. It's a little vague, but you know. People and monsters, people kill monsters. That's generally how it goes.
Like, I'm supposed to be a research expedition, and...
Are you a research expedition, though?
No.
You are a murdering murder hobo.
Yes. Holy cow, there's 50,000 old ruts.
I don't know what that is.
It's just
Hey
marks
guys,
that
just
make
so you know, there's a Pride and Prejudice card game.
That is important knowledge that I needed in my life.
I know. I want to get one for Cassie.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. No, I follow this page called Jane Austen Daily Doses. And they post really funny, but like super, super niche. It's all Jane Austen memes. You wouldn't think there'd be that many Jane Austen memes, but
There's
there
some.
are.
Oh my gosh, I have some that I saved to keep for Cassie, if I can find them. One of them is like Benjamin and Gerard's. One is about Muppet Pride and Prejudice.
Forgot to carve his tail. No.
I didn't know Muppet Pride and Prejudice was a thing.
It wasn't. It's not.
Okay, I was gonna say, I need to watch this now. I've watched every other one that I've seen, including Pride and Prejudice and Zombies and the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. Both of which are really funny in different ways. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies,
Oh, and
very weird.
because I
Okay.
came up with it, Plato was ripped. I just want everyone to know that. Plato the philosopher was a wrestler. He won the gold medal for the Olympics for wrestling 3 times.
That is
nope.
actually really cool.
So he is,
You know, don't disagree with his philosophy or he'll rip your arms off and stuff them down your throat.
I'll rip your arms off and beat you with them as I...
Oh, okay, here we go.
Pontificate about random stuff because I'm a philosopher and that's what you do.
The real victim in Pride and Prejudice is Georgina Darcy, because you know her brother spent at least 2 weeks lying around his regency, in his regency jammies, eating Benjamin and Gerald's out of ye old carton, feeling sorry for himself because his crush not only didn't like him back, but tore him to shreds in the process, and Georgie had to deal with that. And then when said crush shows up to the house, she has to live with both of them, probably stealing lovelorn, yearning looks at each other the whole time, without even knowing she even suggests to her, while knowing if she even suggests to her brother that maybe perhaps his crush doesn't hate his entire guts anymore. He'll be like all tragic about it and be like, "You don't know her, Georgina. She despises me, and I deserve it." Because we all Mr. Darcy as a baby.
I done died.
Yes, you did. What did he do? Belch more fire on your face?
No, he belched fire behind me, but it still hit me kind of, I think.
AoE effect? Or hitboxes are just huge?
Some of them are
Don't know.
just. I just have so many.
Too many memes saved to your phone?
Yeah.
I didn't used to. And then I started, I don't know, I just thought they were funny and so I would save them. I don't think I've ever even really shown them to anybody or ever gone back and looked at them
No,
again.
I have 100%, but
I share a few of them to the, like the family chat and stuff, but
I don't
not
want
nearly
to.
as many as I saved.
Sometimes it's hard to remember I'm using a different weapon, so I'll like totally run up to it and like press R2, which means nothing for this weapon.
I don't have that problem because I only use a longsword.
I have that problem if I'm switching between games. Like if one game the attack button is one thing and then you switch over and all of a sudden the attack button is X instead of jump and you freak out. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I did that while I was replaying Legend of Zelda not Ocarina.
Breath of the Wild?
No. On the DS.
Oh, okay.
Spirit Tracks. And Monster Hunter at the same time.
That was a Beetlejuice.
I know Noah had that problem when he was switching from Dark Souls over to, I think it was Destiny. Because it's different buttons to do the dodge rolls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was really funny.
I'm not fighting you, Beetlejuice. That's right, shovel up. He fat-gutted me.
I mean,
I
have
don't
you
know
seen
how I
this
feel
thing's
about
gut?
that.
Could put most beer bellies to shame when he inflates himself like that.
When he just fills his mouth with exploding lava. Ah, what the? That gummit basil juice! It came from behind.
Basil juice, basil juice,
I
basil
was
juice.
just thinking that! Although, seriously, do you think the person who made this did a spoof Beetlejuice for his name being Beetlejuice?
No, so
Or
Beelzebub is an actual thing.
Yeah, I knew that. But do you think that they think that basil is a super spicy herb? So they think the juice from basil is going to be this lava spit thing. Basil's not that spicy.
I don't think it's about basil.
I know. Actually, I haven't actually seen it written down. Maybe it's spelled differently. Where is it?
We should be able to see it.
Yeah, I was looking for the tag.
This is the Dodonga.
Oh, well, what's the basil juice you keep going on about?
Keeps flying in, blowing us both up, and then running away.
Oh, is it the burp?
Yeah.
You can tell I really have no idea about any of the monsters. That thing?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, that thing's little.
Dadgummit! Every time I stand up.
Good job, dear.
And now I'm the dead.
That's the permadead because you died 3 times?
Oh no, I'm on an expedition. I can die as many times as I want.
I like that. I like that a lot. Do you know what bug this is?
That looks like a mosquito, but it doesn't have a long enough proboscis.
It's not a mosquito.
Yeah, how big is that?
Well, we can use that pen. It was like pretty big. It was about that big.
It might be a mosquito hawk.
Skeeter Slayer.
Yeah, they're called mosquito eaters or mosquito hawks. They eat mosquitoes.
Nope. This one's a thick boy.
That's its
Maybe
name.
it's a female mosquito eater about to give birth?
I don't know.
I really don't know. Was that Cedars?
Yeah, this was Cedars last year.
I don't know, and it's got the wings laying flat on its back facing backward. It's got... Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Why did I take a picture, right, like, of a sock in the middle of the road? Like, who did... what?
It was there, it needed documentation. Nope, it's not a crane fly. That's got its wings facing out the sides.
Sweatshirts are probably one of my favorite things in the world. Like, am I wearing a bra? Probably not, because I'm a guy. But the mystery's still there.
What? The things you can find on the internet.
I think I found the plethora of Pride and Prejudice memes.
Yeah, I've seen that one. It's really funny.
Oh.
They didn't have big fluffy antennae either. Because apparently that's a midge.
No.
It wasn't a crane fly.
What do you know? I carved a Dodonga's tail, and I got a
I said
Dodonga tail.
6. I thought it said 6 creatures normally mistaken for mosquitoes. That's just midge and a crane fly. And then that is actual mosquito.
Hold on, go up. It just says insects.
Yeah, this, that's at 6. There you go, 8 bugs that look like mosquitoes.
You're about to have a bad day.
Midge.
Did Bodie McBoatface teach them nothing? Council asks for names for its 2 new road gritters. The public answers with Gritsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Anti-Slip Machiney and David Ploe. Air conditioning is just domesticated wind. Every machine is a smoke machine if you operate it wrong enough. Contrary to popular stereotypes associated with fanfiction, I have never written a sex scene, but I did write a scene in which Voldemort went on a blind date with someone he met on the internet, but it turned out to be Harry Potter catfishing him, so I'm not sure what's worse. I once wrote a story where Willy Wonka was the true villain behind the Dementor attacks, because he knew that would increase chocolate sales.
That seems valid.
Yeah, I can accept that.
Willy Wonka was crazy.
Harry Potter AU, where Dumbledore's replaced by Ron Swanson. Welcome back to school, children. This year, your defense against the dark arts teacher will be this woman from the Ministry of Magic. Why the government is interfering with the affairs of a private institution is beyond me. If you have any complaints, please do not bring them to
That's
me.
the basil juice.
Oh.
End of story. Throw a rock at it!
What about that? Does it look like that guy? Amber? It might be a midge.
Don't know. Hold on, let me find it again.
I think there are lots of different kinds of midges, though, so... Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
It looks like it's got the long horn on the front of its... Yeah. Oh, that's blurry. That's one that I
These
got.
guys are a pain in the butt to find.
Yeah, I think it might be it. Oh, the beak's weird.
Still might just be the angle. It looks pretty close, though. Apparently there are a lot of kinds of midges, though. I don't know what kind this is. Why? Because they can fly, so they're really hard to...
No, because I'm a shield user.
So
And-
you specifically are bad at fighting and not they're just in general hard to fight.
Well, I don't really know in general because I use
No, it
I
looks
use
like
a
it's
lance
longer.
usually. Maybe my bow gun is set to the shield.
It's
Yeah.
Laura. So like,
Old habits that hard.
it's very pointed.
You know about its beaky thingy?
Yeah. I don't know.
Change
Maybe.
equipment. I'm told that a bow is actually really good against him, but
I mean, bows are typically pretty good against any flying things.
I'm just not very good with bows.
You can change while on an expedition.
You can change.
Yes. You can change weapons in quests.
Nice. I mean, I don't change, but nice.
Yeah, no, it's been great for me.
I mean, apparently there are over 4,000 different species of midge. So, yours is probably
Might be-
a midge that has a really, really pointy, proboscis looking beaky thingy. Large midge, Nebraska.
When astrology doesn't match my personality, this is hippie trash. And honestly, I'm the one who decides what kind of person I am, not some quick con trying to make a quick buck. Me when astrology matches my personality, this is honestly so scary. I can literally feel the planets aligning. I am one with the earth, moon, and stars. Grabs handful of dirt for no reason.
Is that correct, Amber?
100% correct. Ooh, reasons I'm probably a cat. Passive aggressive, needs attention but pretends I don't. Likes to be pet, whiny, doesn't know when to stop eating, needs 10 plus hours of sleep, sheds a lot, lays on the floor where people are trying to walk, screams. Ah, I can't see it.
Would you like this lovely pendant made of resin poured over earwigs? Because that's something that everyone needs in their lives.
I still can't believe that lady wouldn't sell me that stupid dog for $5.
What?
There was a stupid dog made out of like horseshoes and a
Oh,
golf
that
club.
thing?
Yeah. I sent her an offer. Well, originally I'm like, how low are you going for? And she's like, if you want a different, it's listed at this. If you want to make an offer, make an offer. And I'm like, oh, $5, because that's all what your life is worth. And then she's like, no, my work is worth more than that. I have dignity. And I'm like, this
You
thing,
shouldn't.
not with that.
No, I understand people trying to make a buck off their hobby, and that's fine.
I mean, that's
But-
kind of what I hope to do.
Well, yeah,
But-
if you are
But I
trying
literally
sell
hope to
some-
like make a buck. Like, I am not in any way assuming my time or efforts on this are
Oh,
worth
no, 'cause her
anything.
thing was
Who's watching
posted
me?
on that website. For...
I don't know who's watching. It was
Oh.
Noah.
I was like, what the crap?
Yeah, we're still up.
Gotta turn it off. Gotta turn it off. Why are they
You,
here?
you know you're streaming. Someone's going to watch.
Hey,
Only
hi.
if they can find me.
You freaked Jordan out.
No. Wow. Oh, it's for a funeral, that's why. I thought she was raising money for her birthday. 'Cause normally you would see like, so-and-so's raising money for this charity for their birthday.
Mhm.
And it doesn't have like a number, but typically it has like, you know, maybe $5. It got considerable amount of money, but it's because it's for somebody's funeral and people feel bad when people die. They're like, oh, I can't make it, but I'll give you money.
It's like that YouTuber who pretended he died.
Wait, a YouTuber faked his own death?
Yep, he went dark for like a year too. And then he came back and he's like, oh, it was a joke. And they're like, oh, we will kill you.
Look at that. Look at that. See, I was gonna make the bottom part the hamster cage and the top part a bird cage. Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Oh, Noah's gone.
He hates us.
I'm just really
Okay, so
mad.
I'm not gonna lie, this is actually way easier than it was with any other weapon.
You tried with the bow?
Yeah.
Free mini grand piano.
I don't have space for a grand piano. If they're actually serious, though, that's pretty cool. Or are they one of those clickbait ones where you click in and it's like, so I know I put free, but it's actually $320.
Yeah, it's actually a range of pianos starting from
The
$300.
piano is free. It's an Apollo mini grand. It's used but it works down, needs tuning.
Still don't have room for a piano. But that's pretty cool.
Cassie wanted to bring hers.
She had a baby grand?
No, just a stand.
Okay, when did she?
I meant just straight up piano.
She wanted to bring it with her to college?
No, here.
Oh.
There's no spot, a place. I'm probably gonna start what I kind of want to do, which is upcycle old dressers and cabinets into pet habitats.
I like looking at Facebook drama. It's entertaining sometimes. But I have too many overly politically posting friends. And all it does is just cause arguments that I've already seen before because they posted something exactly the same yesterday and the day before. And all of their friends are still just arguing.
I just have I start and then I don't finish all of them because I'm like, oh, I'll have to do research and stuff when I come back. or look for the article that I'm referencing, or look for the article that they
If I ever
reference.
find something on Facebook that I want to comment on, but I go look at something else first, I can never find that post again. Ever. The newsfeed refreshes, and suddenly it's buried forever. Unless I can remember the person that posted it, or shared it or something, I will never ever be able to find that post again. And even sometimes if I remember who shared it, I go to their page and then I still can't find it.
Sometimes a lot of people delete their posts if they get too controversial and they don't want to deal with it.
You can turn off comments for a post.
Yeah, but if you do
But they
that,
don't want-
everybody knows.
They don't want people to actually disagree with their...
Well, like, right now, see, one of my friends, I got two, it was really weird, because I got two opposite sides of the spectrum for one post. One is like, yes, the other one's like, this is the problem. And it was about, the amount of mass shootings that we've had in the United States. And I looked it up, and we are not number one, and even the Census Bureau, the International Census Bureau, addressed it. That a lot of sites are saying that we're number one, but we're not.
We're number one in shootings?
Yeah, a lot of sites are saying that, a lot of posts on Facebooks. But we're not. We're like 69. But, because that number is also including animal shootings, too. Mass animal shootings.
Oh, yeah. Including
Animals are not people, and as long as you have a license, or even if you don't have a license...
No, this is
as
like...
long as you are willing to use the animal parts that you are killing, I don't care.
I mean, all the animal parts, not just the fins off that poor shark.
And not
Tusks.
like trophies or tusks. Like,
Yeah.
I have no problem with commercial hunting of elephants. But I have a problem with people just killing elephants for their crap.
What else would you use an elephant for?
Meat.
No, you have cattle. There's
The
no...
people who hunted them don't. The
No.
people who poach them don't use it. But the
There's
tribes
not
who legitimately hunted
No, a
them,
lot of tribes did not hunt elephants.
they don't anymore because they're not allowed to.
No, they don't have to anymore. A lot of tribes in Africa, if you watched Africa Survivor, it showed that one of the ways
Did
that...
watch hackers, and yes, Africa is not a small place. That's what people seem to forget. Is that saying Africa is like saying
Yeah,
America.
South Africa is super,
South Africa
No.
is very civilized and snooty and crap.
Yeah,
But
super
it's-
white.
But its backcountry is very backwoodsy. But it's mid and northern Africa. There are still people who can't feed their families, but they're called poachers because they'll go in and they'll kill a zebra or a lion.
No.
Yes.
No.
I
Not-
literally watched a documentary on it by the.
Yeah, but you can't remember things right, so your sources are null and void unless you can provide them. Do you know the name of the documentary?
I can't remember the name of the documentary. It was a dumb hippie documentary.
You're invalidating your own sources by calling it a dumb hippie documentary.
It was a legitimate documentary. It was talking about
But
village
also,
problems, and it was this hunter dude who was saying like, oh yeah, I had to, bring home food to my family and stuff, but, poaching's bad because, it's bad for the environment. So, now my family goes hungry every once in a while, but, the animals get to live.
I don't... See, you can get hunting licenses in Africa.
Yeah, if you can afford a hunting license. If he can't afford food at all, do you think he can afford a hunting license?
Okay, but But he can afford a gun?
He didn't hunt with a gun.
But he can afford a bow?
He made a bow. Like, what level of technology do you think everybody in the world has?
At least middle-class American, of course. No, sorry, middle-class Canadian.
There is no middle class in Canada. Because there is no class.
Yeah, because they're all equal.
Equally weirdos.
Yeah. Unless they're degens. I mean, degens.
What's it?
It's short for degenerates. Degens from upcountry are like the worst.
You know this is all recorded, right?
I know. Degens from upcountry are like the worst.
Just making sure you restate that.
The degens are all, What was the line? Oh, racist and... How did they pronounce it? Homophobous.
Homophobous?
Yes, because they're a bunch of hicks. It's a reference to a TV show from Canada, and there's like 4 types of people. So there's 3 types in Letterkenny. There's the hicks, there's the hockey players, and then there's the skids. The hicks are obviously the best. And then, like, outside of Letterkenny, there is degens, the natives. Did that thing just revive, or is that a different one?
That's a different one. In the expeditions, you can fight and fight and fight and fight and fight.
Jordan, was the documentary called Ensnared?
I can't remember. It was like 3-4 years
The
ago.
Wildlife ACT Funds and Matella created Ensnared, a short film that examined the complex relationship between rural communities, conservationists, and endangered wild dogs in the Samarkand Game Reserve.
Maybe? Because I know it was near a game reserve that was the thing. Or not a game reserve, but just a nature preserve.
The ex-poacher Albert Mack says villages like him turned to hunting not to get rich, but to feed their families. They stopped poaching after some of their people were killed.
Killed by...
No, I just said killed. Albert's brother Philman
Killed
lost
by
a leg.
conservationists.
He lost a leg after he was shot while poaching. So yes, anti-poaching people shot them. Ever since I was a child, hunting is all I've known. Unemployment drove me to this. The man who shot Mac turned out to be a cousin who was working as a security guard. Despite living in such proximity to our parks, and children have very little knowledge of the animals living on the preserves. Never even seen elephants in the wild. No, we don't need fish.
Yeah, like that's my problem. Is these people?
Except...
There is no middle ground.
No, that's the problem. And that's the problem with current gun control as well. Because if we just do a wide band, that's not going to work out. Because people who still get stuff from the black market will still have it, and then people who won't. We can't...
There will always be a way to get guns.
Yeah, the problem will still be there. We can't just do a blanket solution. That's one of the problems with recycling and bathrooms and
It's
everything.
my problem with just about everything is if you use a blanket end all, that doesn't work.
Well, that's currently my problem with our immigration.
I believe the borders should be shut down for 5 years.
I don't know. I don't think so.
And that
at
way,
all.
we need to shut down the borders and not let any new people in. Cycle through the 4 million people who are stuck in the system, and during that 4-year period, try and find a solution. But it's just a political map right now.
We can't ban. We can't do a shutdown because that would, if we shut down our borders, that means that we can't just keep open things up. Because a lot of people's work visas would be canceled. A lot of our systems will be. We would be excommunicating a lot of workers. We would cut off deals and trades with people. We
I
can't
don't mean a full border shutdown. I mean for citizenship. Because right now, citizenship is one of the big problems. Is that we are not running through the
list of people who are trying to get in legally.
There are people who are trying to get in legally that take 10, 15 years.
No, even with money. So, you know the slow-mo guys? One of them just now got his citizenship. He's been trying since 2011.
Yeah, like, I'm not talking about
And
poor
yeah,
people.
no.
I'm talking about people. Our system is broke.
It's extremely broken. But I feel like we need to create the solution before we do anything. We have to have the solution before we close down the borders for 4 years.
It's too politicized.
No, we have.
I'd love for that to be the thing, but I don't think my way is going to happen, and I know your way is not going to happen because they can't agree on anything ever, because everything is political. Everything is a tool to get them reelected.
Well, 100%. Politics is just a popular party. It's just, it's not about, like, debates or anything. It's about popularity. I mean, Glinda herself notified that and let everybody know in Wicked.
I really am
I
waiting
don't know who
for
Glinda is except
in
for...
Wicked, she's the good witch.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you're talking about, like, some...
Her name was Galinda, but then, people just kept calling in honor to seem more, sensitive to, the Scarecrow. Oh, spoilers.
Oh, no, I know the plot line. I thought that I was going to say the only person I know with that name is Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Wicked. I thought you were talking about a real person who had stances
No.
that just happened to have the name.
No. Because,
I actually have met a Glenda in real life. She was a regular who came in to get lunch 2 or 3 times a week where I worked.
Where you worked.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that thing just completely disappeared. I thought you just dusted that.
Boom! I'd love for that to be a thing.
Just the disintegration ray.
I thought it was like the disintegrating, like, arrows from, like... You just look like a dwarven machine from Skyrim.
Yes, I do. I am a ballista.
That's exactly... You don't look like a human anymore.
More machine than man now. How do I use that?
Oh no! No!
What?
Oh no!
Poor planning.
Oh no!
Poor planning.
Oh no!
Hi.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is why you don't let people do things unsupervised.
That had to go through a few channels of, like, approval, right?
Oh yeah, no, there was
Right?
Yeah, it's actually not that hard to get things like that through, because most
No,
people
it's-
don't pay attention or care.
It's like
It's
those,
click, 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 click.
It's like
Yeah.
click approve, click approve,
No, it's
click
like
approve.
the ones
How much
where
does
they
that
send the
cost?
thing through
Disapprove.
spell check,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't actually read it. And like, okay, nothing flagged is misspelled, but it said like violators will be prostituted instead of prosecuted or something, and it's just like, really, guys, read your memos or something. You really. I My computer's being really slow now. I think it's overheating.
That thing's just literally running around cutting crap.
Don't you judge him. Maybe he likes slicing up crystals.
I can only assume he does.
It's his hobby. Maybe he's trying to be a rock sculpturist. Maybe he's trying to go zen. Make a little rock garden.
I have a solution for the NFL. Women refs, we notice everything. Yeah, until she throws a flag for something that happened 3 weeks ago. Throws flag, stands with arm crossed. What's the penalty? What did we do? You know exactly what you did.
I have yet to actually see an argument like that in person.
Oh, no, I've definitely 100% seen it.
I feel like there's a disconnect somewhere. Like, I understand that when people are upset, they don't necessarily think rationally, but does it ever actually cross their minds that the dude, because it's always a dude that they're doing this to, they're like, you should know what you did. And they're like, no, I really don't. Well, then clearly it doesn't matter that much to you, does it? What is supposed to matter? I don't know what I did.
You know I have short-term amnesia.
Like, what if the person legitimately has no idea what you're talking about and you're still sitting there angry? Or the arguments that you always hear about where they're like, in my dream, I had this moment where you cheated on me. And it really hurt my feelings. And the dude's like, okay.
You were playing
And he's like, aren't you gonna apologize? I didn't do it! It was your dream!
Oh my gosh.
I really should go to bed. It's late.
It's 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have no idea what time we're getting our kid back tomorrow.
Not in the immediate AM. Alright, well, I guess I will call that a night then.
Goodbye, random peeps.
I love saying my wife. It sounds so adult. That's my wife. It's great. You sound like a person. I said it even before we were married. We were just dating and we were once getting on
An hour of streaming, I figure that's a decent amount of time a
It
night.
doesn't matter why. But we were getting on. And I said, can my wife board with me? And they were like, yes, of course, right this way. And I was like, oh, that is so much better than all those times I was like, can my girlfriend come? And yeah, I shouldn't have said it that way, but still. My wife just has some kick-ass to it, you know? Get away from my wife. No one talk to my wife. Marriage is gonna be